Fun fact, I don't know if you know this, 1-0 coming off a divorce. So, maybe the divorce is beneficial for this new Bucs team. So I'm going to go with the Bucs here, and I like Tom Brady.
What's happening, everybody? I'm Brandon Tierney. This is Week 10. Put your money where your mouth is. Brought to you by BetMGM. Now, pretty simple each week. Two of the internet's sharpest sports minds compete against each other to make you a little scratch. Bring home the money. And we'll find the best bets for week number 10. I'll decide who earns the cash at the end of the show. We'll throw down one big bet for Sunday's Chargers-Niners game. Last week, Danielle lost her bet, and she had to rock a little Sonny's gear. And here's what Sonny chose. Check it out.
I was unfortunately the loser on Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is last week. So congratulations, Sonny. I always pay up on my bets. So here I am wearing this lovely Broncos hat.
All right, let's meet our competitors. First up, he's a fast-talking host of the Game Day Zone Caps Off podcast. We got Adam T. What's up, buddy?
I'm Adam. Nice to see you. I've been recently anointed by Tuanon as an ambassador, supporter for Tua. So that's a huge claim to fame for myself. But I'm looking forward to taking on the king himself.
They do call him the king. What's up, Scotty?
Good to be with you, Brandon. You can check me out on thegameday.com. Every week, my weekly fantasy football sleepers, my waiver wire report, and also my props, which set me up to be here with you.
All right, King. So what are we playing for? What's the stakes?
When Adam loses, he has to pay $20 and bet for me on the money line, the Colts over the Eagles in Week 11.
Jeff Saturday time.
Yes, if the Eagles win, he just loses his $20.
Okay.
If the Colts happen to win, I get all the money.
That seems pretty good. I
Yeah.
like it. All right, guys, let's get to the games. We call it quickfire. First up, so it's pretty easy. I think it's easy. Who's got the highest quarterback rating in the league?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, all right, not even wasting time. Wow.
Excuse me, Tagovailoa. Look at the shirt.
Well, we might have to deduct some points because you didn't say it right.
Well, words are hard.
Tagovailoa.
Words are hard.
Two.
I'm not the Dolphins fan, and you're mispronouncing.
Yeah, but there's no ung in it. It's Tagovailoa, but it's pronounced Tagovailoa. There's no
that's true.
ung. Okay?
It is a little confusing.
Urban Dictionary, fix it.
And we're not even sure if he's right. He might be. Who are you going with? Who is the highest rated quarterback right now?
Geno Smith.
You go with Geno Smith, huh?
This is a fact. I mean, he's being a homer. I'm trying to be factual.
Wait.
I'm just coincidental that it's a homer.
Well, actually, the confidence has led you down the wrong path.
Oh.
Wrong. It's Tua. $20 for the young buck.
right.
There we go, Adam. 20 out of the
It
shoot.
might be Geno over the last few weeks.
Listen,
though.
we don't need contextualization here. We just answer the questions. We're right or we're wrong. You're still
wrong.
the king. Plenty of time to come back here.
No, you're looking like a jester. Right?
Don't get rattled, buddy. Number 2. You are up first here, Scotty, okay? So this one's for 30. We'll do increments, obviously, build them up. So I built a plus $566 4-leg home team moneyline parlay via BetMGM. Which team's going to ruin it for me? The Bucs minus 150 against Seattle. The Titans minus 150 against the Broncos. Dolphins minus 190 over the Browns, or the Rams minus 175 against the Cardinals. Which prohibitive favorite will wreck it by losing? Scott.
Unquestionably, without being biased here, has to be the Buccaneers. I do not know how they're favored. Tom Brady has not thrown more than one touchdown pass in a game. Just once this year he's done that. This Seattle defense is allowing only 16.5 points per game over its last 4. Meanwhile, during that same span, the Buccaneers are scoring 14.7 points.
Good logic behind it. Great stats as well. Good job, King. Adam, what do you have? You agree or you disagree?
My favorite part about saying anything is whenever you say, I'm not biased at all, it's 100% going to be biased.
Yeah.
However, it was very compelling, and this one pains me to say it, but I'm actually going to go with the Jacoby Brissett revenge game against my own team. Everyone's going to bet on the Dolphins, and for me, look, it's tough. We play better at home, and yes, it gets hot on that sideline, so I understand it, but Jacoby Brissett coming home worries me a bit, all right? So I'm going to say the Browns actually upset my Dolphins.
All right. I mean, listen, plausible scenarios, both cases. I'm going to actually give out no points, no money there. I think, listen, I don't love the Titans. I don't know which Titans team is showing up. An offensive team that's a little up and down. I don't know what they're bringing to the table. I could see the Titans actually wrecking it by losing to Denver, so no blood for either one. All right, so now we go crank it up to $50. All right, so let's go with Adam. $50. I'm going to ask you to name 8 players on an NFL team in 30 seconds. That's pretty easy, right? The trick, though, is the king gets to identify the team. So the more obscure, the better. Then we hammer out the clock. Then you got to give us 8. What team are you going to go with here?
I was waiting for this one.
Ah,
The
yeah, it's a
Houston
good
Texans.
one. This is devious. Woof.
All right.
So the Texans, 30 on the board. Let's see what you got. Go.
Davis Mills, Damian Pierce, Rex Burkhead, Nico Collins, Brandon Cooks, Laramie Tunsil, Derek Stingley. I need one more. Who's there?
By the way, thank God they took Stingley and not Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
From that. Thank God that happened.
Yeah, that worked
on
out
draft night.
perfectly.
That's 7. You're right there. Come on, you got 12 seconds. Let's go. Kicker, punter, obscure tight ends, long snapper.
Who is their kicker right now? God damn it. Long snapper. I don't know. Nobody knows a long snapper besides them being handsome and good looking.
Blocking third string tight end. Down to 3 seconds, buddy. Uh-oh.
Tua.
That's okay. That's it. Just missed it. Good. Hey, you came firing. I thought you were going to
I
get
thought he
it.
was going to get it. He could have said
too.
Brevin Jordan. He was
Brevin Jordan,
he was
Miami
there.
He was
Hurricanes
Jordan
legend.
Akins.
All right, guys, updated scoreboard. King jumping out early. You got 50. Adam, not too far behind. You got 20. Now we test the mind, how quickly we can process here. First one to name the current starting quarterback based on the clues I will give you. $60 your way. You guys get a guess after each clue. Here we go. King, you'll start us off here because you're in the lead. He used to be a Bulldog. All right? Couple of teams out there are Bulldogs, including Yale. But I don't think that's the answer. No? Adam, you have anybody?
Matthew Stafford.
No, not Stafford. He did play at Georgia, but it's not Stafford. His brother was drafted by the Texans in 2002. Adam.
God,
I mean, come on.
I'm not a
This is
historian. We were just.
You don't know this?
Brother was drafted in 2002.
Yeah?
You know what I was doing in 2002? I was practicing words. I was practicing English.
Wow. Hey, I know my history. Come on, young buck. You got to know what came before you. I think you know this one.
Derek Carr.
There we go. Boom. All right.
David Carr.
David
60
Carr.
points.
God.
60 points for the King. 110 to 20. It's getting a little ugly in here.
Ask him to make a TikTok. I'm better at that, all right?
All right, guys, let's update the scoreboard. You, King, so far, not a peasant. He's got 110. You,
Not
got
about
20.
It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish.
It's
That would be
110.
the score if the Seahawks played the Dolphins this week.
110 to 20. All right, guys. Segment number 2, we call it Did They Know? Here's the way it works. Each week we go to a bar. We find some local fans. Of course, this week it's a Ravens bar. And we question whether or not they know their team, okay? Now, your role is to determine whether or not you think that they actually know the answer to the trivia question. First up, let's meet Andrew.
I'm Andrew Evans. I have been a Baltimore Ravens fan since 1996. My favorite Ravens moment is going to the Ravens Super Bowl in New Orleans. Great time, get banged up and watch the Ravens mess up the New Orleans, or not, the 49ers.
Not sure how much confidence I have in a fan who wasn't exactly sure which team his team played the Super Bowl, but listen, partying, I'm sure, getting there early, doing a little tailgate. I can't say that I blame him. So, we asked Andrew this question, guys. Who holds the Ravens franchise record, a team primarily known for defense, for total receiving yards? Mr. King,
I don't
you think he got it?
I don't think he gets it. It's a very tough one.
It is tough.
I think I do know it, actually.
Uh-huh. This is a little tricky. Adam, you going to give this guy some confidence?
No,
or
not at
any-
all.
any
Not at all.
belief?
My dad's name is Andrew. He'd probably get this one wrong too, so I'm gonna go with no. No chance.
All
Still
right.
blackout at the game.
No, and not that I'm trying to score here, but I think I'm going to make it universal. I'm saying a hard no, too. Let's see if he's got it.
Which means it's a yes.
Total receiving yards. Derek Mason.
Wow, Derek Mason, boom.
Yes, but I know he's wrong.
He's right.
He is?
He's absolutely right.
Wow.
That's no.
I got.
kidding.
Hold on. I got to deduct 20. The
Okay.
arrogance there. The arrogance. So you go from 110 to 90. You get no points because you didn't believe it either. Neither did I. But I guess looks and initial delivery could be a little deceiving. Good job there.
I don't even know what a Derek Mason is. So
All right, Keith. He's a big Ravens fan as well. Let's see what he's bringing to the table. Take it away, Keith.
I'm Keith Hupfeld. I'm born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. Been a Ravens fan since '96, obviously.
So we asked Keith this, guys. All right, what's the current Ravens over/under for season win total this year? Do you think he got it right? I'm gonna start with you, King. What do you got?
I don't think he got it right. I could be wrong. You know, you look at people the first time. I don't think he's more of a betting guy.
Okay, Adam, did he get this part about the over win total?
I hate to piggyback on it because I need to make up some ground, but I also say no, that guy's not a betting man. He does look like he's from Baltimore, though, whatever that looks like. I don't know what it does, but he looks like he's from Baltimore.
Okay.
But I'm going to say no.
Well, let's see. Let's see if he nailed it.
Oh, shit. I don't know. What is it? Let's say 8-9?
10.5.
No. Oh, 10.5.
Yeah, I mean, 8, 9. We'll give it to you. I wish it was that easy in the world of betting, right? Yeah, you're close. We'll give you the money.
Yeah,
We're
pick a
good.
number. Pick a range.
And if you couldn't tell by us mocking him, he got it wrong. The answer, by the way, is 10.5. So, in the neighborhood, but that doesn't count, not for this. All right, guys, next up, another devout Ravens fan, Alan, up to the plate.
So my name is Alan Weichert. We're from Forest Hill, Maryland. We've been Ravens fans from day one. And my favorite Ravens moment is a mile-high miracle in Denver.
All right, so Sage Ravens fan. He looks like he's dialed in, I would think. Maybe give him the benefit of the doubt. So we asked him this question here, guys. This one again for $40, just so you know. Which Ravens player, all right, was most recently inducted into the Hall of Fame? That went back. That occurred back in 2019. So do you think he knows the answer?
I think he does. He looks like a savvy Ravens aficionado.
Dialed in, right?
Yes.
Invested emotionally, even financially.
Yes.
I think that's the vibe that I get. All right, Adam, you got to start doing the Price is Right thing at some point. You got to make up some ground.
I don't know what to do because I'm going to say yes. I mean, this guy clearly, the reason the Mile High is his favorite memory is because he spent that plane ride participating in the Mile High Club. But yeah, I'm going to say yes.
All right, let's a lot of confidence here. Let's see.
Ray Lewis. Nada?
Correct. Ed Reed.
Ed Reed. Oh, that's right. He was later. Okay, that's right.
All right, guys. The big came up a little short. The answer, by the way, is Ed Reed. So no blood there. Both of you guys trusted him. Looks are deceiving. 0 and 0.
His Mile High experience was shit.
Next segment, take two. All right, we call it take two. How's it work? Pretty simple. I'm going to throw out a couple of games I deem marquee matchups. You guys are going to slice it up. Give me some thoughts as to what you think will happen. Based on what I hear, I'll assign some points for the best presentation. First up, Adam, you do trail by 70, but you got a chance to make up some ground. Seattle +3 at the Bucs. Slice it up, man. What do you have?
I actually like the Bucs here, and I know the king, who self-proclaimed king, says that he wants the Seahawks, but the distance from Seattle to Germany, that is just a mile and a half, and they don't have Russ there, so no one's doing high knees on the plane, which I think is a huge thing you must need to do on that long flight. I got to go with the Bucs, though. I mean, coming off a divorce, those last 45 seconds, that was the Tom Brady that was with Giselle, not the one that just got recently divorced. And fun fact, I don't know if you know this, 1-0 coming off a divorce. So, maybe the divorce is beneficial for this new Bucs team. So I'm going to go with the Bucs here.
So leaning on the marital vows as the main source of inspiration for your answer here.
But I think divorce sometimes inspires someone to be better.
All right, King, what do you think? You're not divorced, are you, by the way? Maybe?
No.
Okay.
First off, not a self-proclaimed king. Somebody gave me that nickname. Second off, travel doesn't matter for the Seahawks. That's a long-held myth. Pete Carroll has a tremendous record in East Coast starts at 1 o'clock. He'll get his team ready for 9:30. I don't know why Tampa Bay's favored. You doubt Geno, you pay. It's happened all year. The Seahawks are just the better team. Tom Brady's more famous. But hey, if you look at this water tower on Germany, it's Geno's face on the side of it. So from intangibles and statistical perspectives, the Seahawks have this locked.
Statistical perspective. No one cares about stats. Bet with your heart here, all right? Look at the
Gotta
divorce.
back it up.
1-0 since he got divorced. He's going on 2-0.
Geno 6-3 as a starter.
Brady's not as good as he was, and Geno's obviously shattered a lot of myths about his, his lackluster play and all the things that happened with the Jets and backing up some other teams. But I also think the Bucs are poised to play maybe their best game of the year. I got to be honest. I could go either way here.
Say it.
But I'm going to go with the divorce theory.
Yes, you are.
That's it. It is.
Yes,
He is
you are.
1-0. So $50. It makes it tight now. King, you're up by a 20 spot. 130 for you. 110 for Adam. Cowboys laying 5, which is always an interesting number. That 5, 5.5, right in that range. You never feel fully comfortable. Although they are playing the Packers, who stink, so maybe it should be 10 instead of 5. Dallas -5 at Green Bay. What are you feeling?
I do think the Packers do have the potential to cover, but ultimately they're facing one of the top defenses in the NFL, and they just scored 9 points against the Detroit Lions,
gross.
who have the worst defense in the NFL. I know you don't care about stats, but they allow 29.3 points per game. I think this is a lower scoring game. Green Bay can't win with that offense, but I do think there's going to be a lower scoring game. I think the Packers might cover because it's lower scoring game. I'm definitely taking the under on the total and under also on the total points for the Packers.
The under's the more desirable play for me, but I did ask you whether or not you like the side here. So I got you. -5 Dallas. You're on the record. What do you have? What do you go?
Okay. All of that's all fun and games and cute, and it's actually why I'm going to go with the Packers. They've lost 5 straight, I believe it is 6. Now, I don't feel great about the Packers' ability to actually win games, but that's where the trap games come in when you're betting. It's like everyone is going to be on Dallas. Everyone says the Packers stink. Everyone's Aaron Rodgers down and out, all this stuff. And yes, Aaron Rodgers, he's an arrogant prick. But sometimes arrogant pricks might do well for themselves. If he doesn't show up, the entire media, including myself, including you, and including you, the king, are going to attack that man. And not only for his vaccine preferences.
From my point of view, this is a game I might not touch. I would not invest $1 in the Packers myself. I would not do it. I don't trust them. I'm going with the king on this one. All right, guys, last one. Saddle up. It's called the big one. Final round here, the big one. And you guys can take your bankroll and slice this up any way you want. Various bets, various increments, whatever you find appealing. Sunday night game, Chargers, Niners. So whoever's got more money on Monday morning, you win. Right now, King, you're up 180. Adam, you have 110. You're going first. What are you doing?
I'm laying 100 on the Chargers to go under 19.5 points. They have not hit that projected numbers in the last 2 games. They are riddled with injuries going against a top 5 defense. Justin Herbert doesn't have Mike Williams. He doesn't have Keenan Allen. On the defensive side, no Bosa, no J.C. Jackson against that efficient San Francisco 49ers offense. I'm taking the under 19.5 points for the Los Angeles Chargers.
I like the thought process, and I like the play as well. Adam, it's go time. Got to make something happen, buddy. What are you doing?
Yeah, this one doesn't really feel like it's too out of the blue, but I'm actually going to put all my chips, push it all in, risk it to get the biscuit, and go on Christian McCaffrey 2+ touchdowns. For some reason, this 49ers team at home is completely different. Super Bowl contender when they're at home, and I think they're starting to get healthier. Christian McCaffrey's looked fantastic coming off of a bye. I like my chances at Christian McCaffrey finding the end zone, a receiving touchdown and a rushing touchdown. So I'm just all in on CMC. Also, handsome guy. So
he is.
I like that because those who play fantasy football too know that the Chargers give up some of the most fantasy points per game to running backs throughout the season.
So you're validating.
So exactly.
It's a good pick. I'm not nervous because I'm holding $80 and I'm going to walk away and I'm going to buy a new Seahawks starter jacket.
Starter jacket.
They
Welcome
make
back
them
to
still.
1989.
No, they make them still. Yeah,
that's the age gap there.
Yeah.
No one's wearing starter anymore. I didn't even know they make it.
I
right?
am. I set trends.
All right. Well, good luck to you with that one.
All right, guys. Hey, foundation's been set. Parameters drawn. Good luck. Good job, King. Adam, good work, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Scott, you're sorry, can't say that, but Scott, you're.
And that'll just about wrap it up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below with your locks for the week. Make sure to head over to thegameday.com for the latest offers from BetMGM. Enjoy the games, get a little sweat going, and we'll see you next week right here.